The second GS30 principle is your thoughts matter, so create them on purpose. Your thoughts determine your results, so be intentional about them and let their power work for you and not against you. So if you're like me, I used to think that my actions were what delivered my results. And while that is true, there's a step before that. And that's really the thought I'm thinking that powers my action. And that thought is really what determines the action I'm going to take, which determines the result that I'm going to have. So it's really important to be intentional about what you're thinking about important things. So you can take the exact same action, but depending on the thought that is powering that action, you can get a completely different result. Let me give you an example. We'll say the circumstance is a client sends you an email and says, we need to talk. Let's set up a meeting and talk at 10 o'clock, right? We've got to talk. That's the circumstance. Completely neutral, right? Until you have a thought about it. Completely neutral. Now, the action you take at 10 o'clock is you have a meeting. You meet with your client. Now, the outcome of that meeting, the result of that is going to be incredibly impacted by the thought you have going into the meeting. So for example, if my thought about that meeting is, oh my gosh, I'm going to get fired, the client's unhappy, I don't know what's happened, all of these things, right? When I go in and my action is meet with a client, when I meet with a client, those thoughts, if they're running in the background, what kind of result do you think I'm going to have? I'm not going to be open. I'm not thinking about how to serve that client and that customer. I'm thinking about something totally different that's going to impact negatively my result. Now, if on the other hand, my thought is, it's a great opportunity. I haven't talked to this client in a bit. It's an opportunity to hear what they have to say. I'm going to be very open and check in on how they're doing, whatever the case may be, right? It's very open. If my thoughts are like that, they're more open, then going into that meeting, whatever happens, whatever is said, that action of having that meeting, I'm going to have a very different result than if I'm going in with a certain thought. It's really important to be intentional about our thoughts. And in my Get Strategic 30 program, I work with my clients on coming up with power thoughts and different thoughts that can really help my clients be conscious about what they think about goals, challenges, opportunities in a way that serves them. So how can you tell if your thoughts are serving you? Well, really by how it makes you feel. And that's very different for different people. So the same thought in a circumstance for me might make me feel terrible and my actions and my results might be terrible, right? But for you, on the other hand, that exact same thought may power a different feeling, which is going to drive a different action and result. So an example here might be, maybe I'm creating a website and I've never done that. So a thought like, I've never done this before. Well, that's true. It's a true statement. But just because it's true, does it serve me? Does it power actions that are going to drive the results that I want? And the way you can tell is, how does it make me feel? So if I keep telling myself, I've never done this before, I've never done this before, if that makes me feel scared, timid, makes me procrastinate, the actions I take or don't take are negative, and therefore my result is negative. That thought doesn't serve me. Is it true? Yes, it's true. But so what? It doesn't serve me. Not useful. Got to let it go. I need a better thought about building my website. Now, you on the other hand, I've never done this before. That thought may power you. That may empower you and drive a positive feeling, right? That drives the right actions to get the result that you want. So maybe whenever you think the thought, I've never done that before, you have the ... part of, so I'm going to go learn how to do it. I'm going to watch these YouTube videos. I'm going to get all the things I need to do so I can confidently build my website. Very, very different, right? It gets you the result you need because it drives the positive feeling that drives the right action to get you the result. So it's very individual, and you really just have to stop and be conscious about certain thoughts, because you can have thoughts are true and they may sound lovely, but how are they making you feel? And are they creating a feeling that's driving the action that gets you the result that you want? So at the end of the day, thoughts matter. They run in the background of your mind, powering every action you take and ultimately your results. So be intentional about them. I'll share with you one of my favorite quotes from Lao Tzu. And here it is. Watch your thoughts. They become words. Watch your words. They become actions. Watch your actions. They become habits. Watch your habits. They become character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. Okay? Your thoughts will create your destiny. Your thoughts matter. So to get strategic, you need to create them on purpose.